Lads, I have timed that perfectly. The bounce has just taken place. Welcome everyone, welcome to True Footy. So try and optimise the screen here. Chat's not really coming through. Oh, here we go. I saw some more on my phone earlier as the ball has bounced. But how is everyone? Let us know your tips. Oh, Hoff takes an intercept mark early. This is True Footy Reed Panosian. I don't understand that reference. G'day Darth Jar Jar, welcome mate. Alright, so we've probably got 2 chances to win left in the year, I reckon. We got this game, and we got the Crows in round 22. So it's a big game for us. Big game for St Kilda too. Solid start. We're not prone to those solid starts. Let us know who you're tipping, guys. I have tipped St Kilda, but I'm hopeful. Disco, how are you, mate? Good to have you. Hope you're going well. I reckon we'll lose by about... Oh, Cully turned it over without thinking. But Sinclair's in my fantasy team, so I'll tolerate it. Oh, I reckon we'll lose by about 5 goals, to be honest. G'day Mid Guffy, g'day Shane. Did Geelong deserve to win the Port game? I didn't catch it. You tell me. I was at work last night. And missed all the good stuff. I was following the score on my phone. But, yeah. I'm trying to optimise this. I'm going to sit back. There we go. It's not too bad, is it? Maybe my face a little higher. Beautiful. Not my face, the angle. My face is mediocre. Saints by 25, you reckon, Shane? Yeah, good bet. I'll say 32. I'm cracking a beer as well, boys. Saints by 15, says Sam. I feel like with Nat Nui and Rioli in, I'd be a lot more hopeful. Those guys just create scores, and that's our weakness at the moment. Putting a score on the board will be tough. Other than stuck in France for a bit, doing good, mate. Yeah. Yeah, I hope you're travelling well. No pun intended. I'm going to Europe in 8 days. Probably not for the same reasons. Drinking it out, says a fellow alcoholic. No, not too bad. Just bought a 6-pack for this weekend. Why not? G'day Billy. I'm good, mate. Excited for this game. G'day Sports Nut. Simo said we're playing certain players in new positions. Yeah. I've had a pretty busy week. I've sort of stayed off the footy news a little bit. Just because I've been busy. So I didn't watch his press conference or anything. So I'm intrigued as to who that is. We'll keep an eye out for that. If anyone notices, let me know. Harry Edwards takes an intercept mark. Huntsman says the only 6-pack I have is in the fridge. Me too, buddy. Except you're 16, right? So, no, you don't even have that. What do I think about the Dogs beating the D's? Shocked. Not shocked. Not shocked. There was definitely the potential for the Dogs to play well in that game, and they did. It was a good game. I only caught the last 10 minutes because, as I said, I was at work. Oh, Duggan, that's an average turnover. But, man, what a goal by Ugle-Hagen. It's really shaken up the top 4. Disco, did you get to watch the D's game at all? Should catch up in the flesh. I'll be here for like 3 weeks or so. Oh, cool. So I'm going to the UK for a couple of days, then Berlin, Amsterdam, Spain for like a week, back to the UK, and then Portugal. So whereabouts are you going to be? Thanks, Darth Jar Jar. You're not watching the game? Who do you reckon will finish 8th? Ooh. Can't really back anyone in. I'll say Richmond still. Just because I don't want to go the obvious team that's currently 8th, which is the Bulldogs. But the Bulldogs could certainly do it, obviously. But surely Richmond snap out of it. Withered him back into the side. He played last week, I think, yeah. So a bit of a nothing start so far. The Saints probably threatening right now. Is Hawthorn still a chance, are they, Huntsman? God. Yeah, it's a pretty even season, I guess. Except for the bottom 2. You missed the Bombers game and we won. Hopefully history repeats. True. Sinclair's had a bit of footy. Yeah, I was at work for the Eagles-Essendon game too. Oh, Duggan has turned it over a couple of times now. His radar is off and it's not new to this game. Oh, amazing disco. That's cool. Man, I wish I was going to France now. I kind of saw France as more of a romantic holiday, whereas I'm going with a mate. So we're going to do more of a party trip. But let me know when you're in Germany, or if you're in Berlin at all. Either by DM or in here, depending on whether you're comfortable. Thoughts on Cully's debut? He was good. He was good. I only watched 2.5 quarters of that game because I was at work. I've been copying the worst roster lately. But that's fair when I'm about to go on 5 weeks leave. I'll just cop it. But he was good. Yeah, he was good. He's got to hold his place in the side, I reckon. I reckon we've got to gift him games. Cripps goes inside 50. Contest. Good defensive mark there by Mason Wood. I only caught the last little bit of the Freo game as well. And it's funny because with 10 seconds to go, we had it like really quietly on in the background, so I couldn't really hear what was happening. With 10 seconds to go, the ball's on the wing, and I'm like, it's a draw. I look away for 10 seconds, and I can hear the screen, like, you can hear the crowd cheering. Oh, it's a goal. Butler scores. I could hear the cheering, and I thought, what's happened here? And I just look up and... is it Cumberland? The young guy? I'm having a mental blank. I think it's Cumberland. It was like crying. And I was like, what happened? And then they took ages to show a replay, so I didn't know what happened. Clearly played on though. I don't know why he went back for the kick. I am drinking an Asahi, Huntsman. I don't understand either, Slenderman. I think they kind of cop a bit of attention in the media, positive or negative. But on field, I think they've just been good. I'm happy to see them. I hope they make the fall. Yeah, William, I've been planning it for... Depends how you mean by planning it. I've been planning to go to Europe generally for... I don't know. Probably when realistically we knew that borders were going to open, so... Like in January, it was still pretty dicey. I knew I had the money there and I was going to go whenever I could. Just looking at the centre bounce this year, you got Gaff, O'Neill and Cully. That's an inexperienced starting midfield. I wonder if that's, just as an aside there, I wonder if that's because, like part of the new position thing. So like Shuey, Redden sort of pushed out and Cully and O'Neill get more centre bounces. Maybe that's what it is. Disco! Disco, I didn't even know you had a partner. What? That is huge news. Congratulations, mate. I presume it went well. But... Because I guess you didn't clarify that you're engaged now, but... Holy shit, congrats, mate. I'm so happy for you. Sorry, just getting back to the Europe question. I've been planning it in terms of specifics for a couple of months now. Strong young women. They are very strong. My tip is St Kilda by 32, Sebastian. And to answer the question, I don't think Simo's going to go to North. I think he's ours for the time being. So ball's in our defensive 50. We haven't really looked like scoring yet, and Membry has got it out of the stoppage and goal. It went swimmingly. Lovely, mate. That's awesome. I had no idea. Sorry, if you put that in a socials, I must have missed it. Congrats, mate. Also, elite pun. She said yes, obviously. That's sick, man. How did you meet her? Oh, the Saints score is cut off on the screen. Thank you for letting me know. I can fix that with my technological upgrades. I didn't realise that. Thank you. I have a chat open, so I missed the score. Not great formatting, is it? Ashley at half forward. Darling working the ground more. Barras with stints in the forward line. Interesting. Ashley. Am I missing someone obvious there, Ashley? Oh, you got Rotherham in the ruck. That's a new one. Shuey, thank you. That threw me. I was like, what? Huntsman. Fucking hell. Oh, God. Jeez, Jack Higgins looks like he's been sitting under True Geordie. Oh no, True Geordie's the other way around. Doesn't matter. Yeah, if that's the case, if we're throwing players around, we're going to get belted today. And it has not been a good start. And he's hit the post. Oh, cheers, drinking it out. Yeah, I'll take that. That's good. Keep us updated. That was an interesting game. I saw I turned it on when the Pies were 37 up. And then it became 5 points very quickly. And now it's 7. Angus Dewar is not our fairest and best, you jerk. I don't know who our fairest and best would be. It usually comes down to who's played the most games and has played well. Kelly and Hearn come to mind. Gaff played a fair bit, but I would say Kelly and Hearn comfortably been more impactful. But it's biased towards players who play most games. Sebastian, you're not able to watch the game today. Who's in the roster? Sorry, can you clarify, do you mean, which players have been selected? Or who's playing? Oh, love it. Love it, Tim. Feels weird calling you Tim. You've always been Disco to me. Oh, Barras. Yes, good point, Sportsnut. Yeah, clearly missed that one. He'd be very worthy, best and fairest. In fact, clear choice. I don't think he's missed that many games. No, that's so wholesome, Tim. Good on you. Hoff looks like he's playing forward of centre. As he goes inside 50 here. Long to the top of the square. Waterman, yes. He was good last week. So I was just looking up the Eagles team for Sebastian. Probably won't list all 22, but Hearn, Barras, Duggan, then Witherden, Edwards, Jones. That's the back six. Maybe I will just name them all. Hoff on the wing, Foley on the other wing with Shuey in the middle. Ryan, Darling, Redden, forward line, Waterman, Kennedy, Cripps. Yeah, the full forward line as Waterman kicks the goal. On ballers were Williams, Kelly and Cully. And then our bench is O'Neill, Bazzo, Gaff and Rotham. Connor West is sub. Oh, sick, Huntsman. What job? Will Shuey captain next year? My personal preference is to go one more and then give it to Oscar Allen, but I feel like it's a hard time to give it to Oscar Allen. But if he hung it up now, I reckon it could be Tom Barras. He'd be a worthy captain. But I feel like Oscar Allen is going to be captain one day. But I feel like in 1 year, it'll be more appropriate because Allen will be a bit more of a senior figure. Whereas right now, I think going into next year, we're still going to have a lot of experience. He has Darth. I think he's just had a bit better supply since we've improved. It's hard to blame him. I've got Rowan Marshall in my team today, fantasy-wise. No rider and coming up against Williams and Rotham. I think he's going to have a big game. Oh, an apprentice Butcher. Nice. Ooh, I was going to make a joke then and I remembered you're under 18. Yeah, that's cool, Huntsman. Where would you go if you could choose? I think Nelson was dropped, Sebastian. Yeah, pretty sure he played in the Waffle. And they got annihilated again. So only 7 points down. Happy with that, considering I feel like St Kilda are looking pretty good today. We do tend to start slow, as I say every week on the stream. Good man, Huntsman. That'd be good. West Coast versus Hawks next year. Yeah, that's true, Darth. I don't know if he'd get away with it at AFL level. Oh, what embarrass. Sinclair. Sorry, Higgins inboard. Oh, who was that? Windhager. Did well on Shuey. Oh, thanks, Seb. Cheers. Yeah, I'll call you Seb then. That is easier. 3 less syllables. Come on, Eagles. Make a good game of it. Brass. He's been a gun. I'll bring my fake ID to get into Metros. Are you 17 next year? Man, by the time you're 18, I'll be 30. It's never going to be appropriate to go out. Remember when every Eagles fan was optimistic for 2022? Yeah, that seems like a distant memory now. And I'll be optimistic again for next year. I know I will. I'm like, no, we can make finals. Rotham with a pretty challenging kick. That was good by him. Hoff has kind of sent it up and under. Darling's going to have to get across. Oh, Kennedy. Free kick, surely? Yes, he's been paid a free kick for a high contact. We'll have to chill with Druzy and his lads. Yeah, true. We can do that. Eagles on the ladder next year. Or... yeah, it depends on fitness. I tend to think, like, if we have a good pre-season and, you know, Nick Nat, McGovern and Yo actually get on the park, then I feel like we can challenge for the 8. We're still going to be pretty experienced and then also add in, you know, some high draft picks. But I do think I think we'll probably have a better year next year, and then when Kennedy's kicked the goal, and then when Nat Nui, Shuey, Redden, Hearn potentially next year, I reckon. If they all retire, then we'll drop off another cliff. It'll be like those middle-aged white guys in Adelaide dating a 20-year-old Asian girl. It would not be like that because there would be no romantic element. Although Huntsman is Asian. So, 1 point the margin, even though it feels like St Kilda's been better. Take that. If we had a slow start and we're only 1 point down, that's not a bad result. G'day Chris, welcome mate. Some retirements for the Eagles or people getting dropped. So retirements, I think, at this stage will just be Kennedy, which is wild. I reckon we'll keep Hearn. And Shuey and Redden will play on. And I like that, to be honest. We don't need to gut the list this year. Take your 5 picks. Bit of a romantic element. I'm a big fan of Shuey. Like, he's my favourite player, so I don't want him to retire. Redden's been solid. Hearn's been amazing. And I don't think the draft's that deep, so I'd go conservative on the pushing players out. But I think there's a few players that... Cully with an inside 50. It's a wobbly ball and it's found Rotham. He's taken the mark to put us in front. I don't remember Rotham ever kicking a goal. I'm sure he has. But other players I think could get delisted would be, I think Witherden and Nelson for a start. Winder. So that's 4 cuts right there. Stranatica gone, Naish gone, Dixon gone. Those are rookies, all those last few though. Yeah, Chris, that's as I watch this Rotham kick, he has hung it out to the right. No, it's a goal. Come on, Eagles. You beauty. It is hard to imagine. Surely that's us putting it out to the media that people are after Nelson and trying to gain some interest. Is that his first AFL goal? Star Jar Jar. The way they're getting around him, yes, maybe. Let's have a look. See if I can find it. It says he's kicked 1 goal in this game. Oh, damn it. It's in this game. Yeah, right. Yeah, alright. That app didn't tell me. Eagles in front, gee. Oh, how are the Bombers going? Oh, they're a point up. Far out. True gone as well. Yes, he's on the rookie list. Oh, Joycey to the group chat just said Lob has apparently asked to be traded. Kelly wins a free. So next Friday night's game, I was thinking, Fremantle Melbourne, huge game, right? Say Collingwood win, hypothetically, today. As Ryan goes inside 50, it's a poor kick. It's found Sinclair. Say Collingwood get over the line against Essendon today. That means if Freo beat Melbourne, they could go 3rd. If they lose, they will likely be 7th. That's pretty wild. That's a big game. Yeah, Darth Jar Jar. I think Nation's an alright player, but he's probably not really good enough to be worth persisting with. Shy Bolton to duo with Ryan. Yeah, I love Shy Bolton as well, but... or Shay. I think somebody said it was Shay the other day, like a player said it, and I was like, what? How has the media called him Shy for so long, and nobody fact-checked that? But in terms of trades for us, I reckon we'll go for Jackson and Fail. And then Cully's got the ball again. And Baker's a chance. But if I had to tip it, I'd say he stays, and then we just try and improve our picks. I reckon we'll aggressively try and get a better draft hand somehow. stay composed. Oh, Barras has turned into a player. Yeah, I'm a fan of Hoff. I feel like we drafted well on the surface level so far, like last year. Obviously, we don't know anything about Chesser, but we should be optimistic. And then Hoff, Bazo, and Clark. And then Jack Williams. Like, Williams is going pretty well in the waffle. Who are they going to pay this mark to? That's not the right call there. You got to pay a mark either way. You can't call the ball up. I actually thought it's probably closer to going to King there. Yeah, I thought that was probably Max King's mark. Jeez, Barras is finding a bit of the footy, eh? He's turned that one over. Windhager lining up from just about 50 metres to put them in front. Just looking at possessions here. Oh, top 5 all St Kilda. Two minutes to go in the quarter. He's missed. Huge if you got Jackson. Yeah, it just depends on the cost, I think. Oh, no, that's Baras's mark. I, in my head, thought King was in front. But that's actually more Baras's mark than King's. Interesting. Foley turns and swivels. That's a good kick. Very good kick. Finds Rotham. I like Rotham this half of the ground. And I tell you what, he's done a reasonable kick there to Darling. Darling's got to do something with it. Kelly fumbles. Oh dear. Maybe this new role will suit Rotham. But even if he's not second ruck, he should play like wingman or something. Put it this way, Darth Jar Jar. If it's pick 2 for Jackson, done deal. Absolutely from our end. Pick 2 in 20 is probably a little steep. But you'd be happy with a Luke Jackson at pick 2 in the draft. And we need a ruckman. We really do. Duggan sends it deep. Darling. I don't know if he played for the free kick or not, but he's got one. We could be 10 points up at quarter time. That is sensational. Absolutely hot stuff. Also, guys, if you could like the stream while you're here, that would be very helpful. I'm trying to recover the algorithm after taking so long off. No. No, darling. That almost went out on the full. Holy shit. That's frustrating. Yeah, I'm a Cully fan. I think he needs to put on a bit of size before he's going to play his true game at AFL level. But he's good enough to play right now. Right, hopefully we just don't concede before quarter time. Bombers by 7. Kay is asking about Ashcroft pick 1. Well, depends if he's open pool, because I tend to think there's a chance North don't bid. They might. But it was like Dacos last year. If he's open pool, he probably goes pick 1. But what did he decide to pick 4? Dacos? Crazy stuff. Don't know how Collingwood swung that. Who's your tip for the flag? I'm still sticking with the D's at the moment, Rory. I think their best is the best. Thoughts on Sam Berry? I haven't watched him closely, but I saw he had a massive game. Let's have a look at his stats. Look up Footy Wire. Footy Wire is my go-to for like stats. I'll just turn it down for quarter time. Cardi's in the chat. Welcome, mate. I saw you at the game. I didn't realise you were in Perth. It's a weird one. I feel like you guys have playing better than us, but I'll take it. I'll take this lead. Just looking at the Sam Berry stats. Still loading. Weird snap from Darling indeed. I feel like we could be playing better, to be honest, as well. I feel like we have more in the tank. Well, my phone is actually frozen. I think he's averaging about 17.5. Did you actually, Huntsman? What? UCat says, the diehard of this football club for so long, I've had enough of this shit. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, UCat? Were you referencing something earlier? That seems such a random thing to say. Maybe talk about Man United. You'd regret not going to the game when you win. Yeah, I don't know. My dad couldn't go because he's unwell. And I can't be bothered making the trip. It's a hell of a trip, let alone when you're doing it by yourself. Yeah, you just called me on Discord and I got the gig. What? Surely not. Really? That's cool. Good on you if that's true. I'm very suspicious of everything you tell me though, Huntsman. That's cool, mate. Hawk Talk. Oh, yeah, those guys are on YouTube. Hey, I've seen them. I've had a brief chat. Well, actually, I think I commented on a couple of videos. So, yeah, we're basically best friends. Check my fantasy score. Dacos only 51 in the third quarter. He started well. Crisp 50. Sinclair, 34 and a quarter is good from Sinclair. Rowan Marshall, 27. Repaying the faith. On 20-40. Bunnings run tomorrow might be happening. You're kidding, Cardi. No snags, unfortunately. We do have snags going today, but they're $3.50 now. Crouch with 41 and a quarter for fantasy points. Liam Ryan with 33 fantasy points. That's pretty solid. In fact, it's better than solid. Bailey Williams is going alright in the rucks. 6 hit outs compared to Marshall's 10. Who's the Saints' second ruck? Do they have one? Well, they would, but... Well, it looks like only Marshall has got one a hit out for them. You had a $250 bet that Sam Berry was going to get a Brownlow. Yeah, sorry, Cardi. It's weekends only. That's true. It's the rising costs, I'm afraid. What is the Don score? I thought there was a big upset chance here. They're up by 14. Merritt on 111. The top 5... No. The top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The top 8 fantasy scores are all Essendon. 9 of the first 10. Pendlebury, 64 the most. Peter Wright's kicked 3. Wow, Ash Johnson's kicked 3 from 3 kicks. Wow. So the Dons have 70 more disposals. And I remember they had 6 less at quarter time. That's crazy. Huntsman. I'm not into onions either. G'day Dylan. Yeah, I'm a Cully fan. I can't wait till he puts on a bit of size and starts playing now like natural game style. He's going to be a big midfielder when he fills out. He's not a small guy. It's just that his genetic potential is quite high, I think, and he probably needs to be a big-bodied mid, and therefore needs to fill out more, even though he's, not a small kid at all. But he's got the skills. He's got the hardness. Not very quick, but that's all right. He's got most other attributes. G'day, Luke. Yeah, I think we're going all right. I feel like St Kilda probably deserved to be in front, but... Oh, Cully. Nearly the double tackle there. That was good. But we generally come good after quarter time. Oh, Duggan with the steal. Gee, I don't think Cripps has got a disposal yet. Thoughts on the new high tackle crackdown? I think I've been hearing this from like the AFL for about a decade now, that they're going to start paying it. or stop paying it if it's a drawn free kick. I've been hearing that since Scott Selwood and Luke Shuey did it to death in 2012. So I am sceptical that anything's going to change, to be honest with you. Maybe it has been. I haven't been watching enough footy. But I think the umpires could be a lot better at it, picking out which ones are not real, because I feel like they get it wrong quite a lot. But it's easy for me to say when I watch it on TV. Who's in the ruck? It is Marshall versus Williams, and Josh Rotham is our second ruck. Saints inside 50. Max King snaps. Open goal square. Bounces through there in front. Drinking it out says, I'd say it has been in the last 2 weeks. Yeah, fair enough. It only took them 10 years. But yeah, in my observation, they're not good at paying the ones that are clearly ducks. And they'll call play on ones that are not. Yeah, I'm a fan of Bazo Jaja. He's got pretty good skills. He just needs to fill out before he becomes a proper key defender. Bombers by 14 in the other game, as Caden points out. I'm not shocked, to be honest. They've been good. It's a big blow for Collingwood to drop this game, though, if they do. Huntsman says, someone back from Coles, I hear. That was Dylan just emerging from his bedroom. I thought Andy Brayshaw might win the Brownlow, but it could be Oliver. Saints free kick. Sinclair free kick. I'll take it. I don't know why I'm so invested in my fantasy team when I'm like ranked 90th in the True Footy League. Just want to finish as high as I can. Well, that's a good inside 50 in Higgins, uncontested. So much ASMR I'm hearing. Yes, you are currently hearing the kettle. Seb wants Ryan to take Mark of the Year. Higgins shows Darling how to snap it. And now we're down by 7. Any ump bias so far? In this, I haven't noticed. To be honest, it's a little bit hard because sometimes when a free kick's paid, I'll then look at the chat. Dad's chimed in and says, "Is Kelly Underwood annoying, or is it just me who thinks that?" No, she is well known for being annoying. I've got the commentary turned down, so I couldn't tell you. I don't think she really bothers me that much. I think she gets a harsh rap on like TikTok and stuff like that. You find clips of her and people hating on her. But I can't comment on this game. Oh, Cripps gets lost. Wins a free kick. I'd like a response here. Goes to about 30 out. Oh, Kennedy takes an uncontested mark. Half expected that to be a turnover free kick then. Might turn it up a bit now actually. I turned it down for quarter time. Come on, JK. If he kicks this, I'm going for a pee break. If he misses, I'll have to hang on. What's the better we don't kick another goal? No, I've said that. This man doesn't usually miss. And he's kicked it. I get to pee. Come on. 1 point the difference. Turns out, as an update, it was the air fryer, not the kettle you were hearing. Pea hype. He ain't taking the piss, Kennedy. That's very true. Not today, Josh. St Kilda inside of 50. They lead by 1. Jones to the top of the square. We'd love a spoil. We got one. Ball's wrapped up. Watch Collingwood win in another close one. I'd like them to be honest. Only because their win means more than an Essendon win right now. This would put Collingwood in the 4. Gaff with the clearance to Barras. And out of bounds on where the 50 meets the boundary. I didn't see the Cully free kick actually, Chris. I sort of just walked in as he got it paid against him. Let's look at the live later. So Fremantle fans will be going hard, figuratively, for Collingwood to lose this game, because Collingwood are down 7th if they win their 4th. St Kilda are 9th, unless they make up 10% in this game, which I surely think... Well, I really hope that doesn't happen. Oscar Allen thinks JK has another year in him. I think like in terms of ability he does, but not in terms of body, I don't think. And probably mentally as well. Out of bounds on the wing. The Pies probably need to lose a close one, to be honest. But they've been on such a hot run of form, including some thrilling wins. So I wouldn't be surprised if they run out of legs. Drinking it out, got a air fryer a couple of days ago. I've never actually used it, it's Dylan's. We've had bigger smashings than North, but we still have better percentage. Yeah, that's wild. They were more uncompetitive for a while there. Well, actually, not really more uncompetitive. We just kind of improved earlier than they did, so our percentage recovered. But they went like, how many weeks in a row did they lose by like 50 points or more? It was like 8, wasn't it? I could be making that up, but it was something like that. North did lose the game by 108. We've lost by 109 and 101. Oh, Rotherham. Almost brings it down. Jones, that handball was too slick for his teammate. The Saints get it back. Cully racking up a couple of touches here. Good tackle. Well done, Foley. Gets legged. Cully, another touch. About 3 or 4 in that passage there. Rotham's playing well. This is where Rotham needs to play. Don't play him in the back line and then instruct him to kick it sideways. Far out. This is the talent that Rotham has. Like, he's actually impacting. Oh, Eagles free kick down the ground. Rotham gets it. Ah, the man of the moment. As if he kicks too. He's a talented player. I've been so disappointed with him this year and last year. But it's not a lack of ability, it's just mindset. And now you're playing him in an attacking role. Not necessarily a second ruck, but maybe he's like a high half forward. And you got a good player, I reckon. Come on, Rotham. He's kicked it. 2 for him. That is my number 1 ruck. Come on, Rotham. Good on him. I'm happy for him. Hasn't been a great year. He's been dropped a few times. Got dropped last year, I think, as well. And the Eagles in front. St Kilda drop back to 10th on the live ladder. We stay the same, but we get 4 points on North. What did we actually get a free kick there for? I'll take it. Last year it was Brander or Rotham that I felt was ready to take that next step. Yeah. And neither, unfortunately. So St Kilda have the ball back over centre. And now he has it right on the centre circle. Oh my god, St Kilda players just streaming into an open 50. How did we let that happen? Here's a certain goal. Oh, Gresham's missed. That should have been the goal. Key defender that can kick straight, yeah. Play him on a flank, half forward flank. Or a wing. Chuck him on the wing. Oh! Was that Battle? Yeah. Battle's nearly taking mark of the year there. That would have been a sick mark. Oh, here we go, certain goal. The Saints back in front. Yeah, I'll flick it over to the Essendon Collingwood game at halftime if it's not over yet. Oh god, I've been sent a racy TikTok. I'm morbid curiosity, I gotta watch it. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. No way. A fat guy on a train basically reaches into the back of his jocks, pulls his fingers to his nose, sniffs it, and then licks his fingers. But anyway, football. Oh, awesome, AJ. Welcome, mate. That was a strange time for you coming in. Yeah, Dons came back from 37. You're right, Oscar. Are they in front by 30 plus? Oh, coat hanger. Free kick. What? That's a missed call by the umpire there. Obviously, it was holding the ball if it was a legal tackle. But he got coat hanging there. I'm not happy with that. Oh, 20 plus, Oscar. Yeah, I thought so. Show us the replay on that. Yeah, it's high. You pay that. Bad call there. It's going to cost us a goal. He'll kick this, Max King. Yeah. Oh, he's missed it. It looked alright to me. I'm glad, because that was a shit umpiring call. Good kick by Witherden and a great mark by Barras. Barras sends it forward. 3 points the margin. Gaff. Well, good handball there. Finds Ryan. That kick was just a little bit too cute. That's holding the ball. Didn't dispose of it. Alright, we got a free kick here. Well done, Foley. Cracking down on real free kicks, exactly. Roll them outside 50, it's where he should be. That being said, oh, Cully, that was a strange kick. He's found Ryan. What has happened there? If you guys win, I will bathe in baked beans. Come on, St Kilda. Yeah, I thought he kicked it the wrong way too. It'll go down as a goal assist if he scores. Which he has. Eagles back in front. What is Cully's stats? He's so laconic, Cully. He always just looks like he's half pacing it. But some players are just like that. Blake Acres is another one like that. Cully has had 8 disposals. That's pretty good. And 4 tackles? No. 5 tackles. Good on him. Well done, Ryan. Do you reckon the Eagles win by accuracy? Yeah, you can't rule it out. We'll have to be accurate. I think we'll get less looks at it. But we have been pretty good at that this year. We've had 10 less inside 50s. Yeah, I agree, Katie's. I hope we keep him in for the rest of the year too. Back in the ruck, Rotham, Shuey, Kelly, and Cully. Oh, what on O'Neill has put on a lot of weight, eh? Good hip and shoulder there. Oof, Steele does pretty well to get around Cripps and then doubles back. Oof. Didn't realise Higgins marked that. Good tackle, Jones. Shuey's hurt, is he? Hopefully it's just a sore arm and nothing too controversial. That's not the right word. Hopefully he's alright. Right on half. Weaves through traffic. It's got to go to someone though. It should be alright. Decided to watch at least the rest of the quarter. Yeah, come on, mate. Watch the game. It's all good. He's hurt his left shoulder by the looks. Hopefully he's alright, jeez. Gresham with an inside 50. It's not a convincing one. Hearn intercepts. Yeah, I hope not another injury too. Gut feel is he'll be alright, hopefully. I'm glad it's not a hammy or something. For some reason that feels like it would be worse. Ball's slowing up a little bit in the back half for a moment there. This is a pretty tight game, this. Out in the full. Free kick, yes. Yeah, Shuey's alright. Yeah, hopefully just a stinger there for Shuey. Looks alright. Oh, Darling nearly plucked a very good mark. Oh, King. Oh. Took the mark and was the first to react. And they're going to get a shot on goal here. Yep. You'd think he kicked this. Yeah, they got the overlap there because King not only took a good mark, but he was also quick to react, and he's an athlete. As Higgins puts him back in front. I just noticed as well, the score's back to 8 points in the other game. How long's left? 9 minutes 48, so I won't get to see any of that. Or maybe I will, a little bit. Top disposals, I'll find you for you. Crouch, Steele, 16 and 13. Then Ross, Sinclair and Hill, 11 and 10. For us, it's Redden and Ryan, 10 and 9. Witherden, 9. Hearn, 9. Gaff, 8. So, St Kilda with a lot more possession by the looks. O'Neill with the free kick. Sends it deep. Baz. Just on his wrong side there. He couldn't do anything with it. Oh, good contest. Come on, O'Neill. Good handball. Oh, it's a bit too... bit of lack of composure there. Turnover there from the young fellow in Bazzo. And Membry will line up. Commentators talk about Hoff. I thought it was Bazzo. Maybe it was Hoff. Yeah, I might switch it over if it's a thriller. I'm just keeping an eye on it. Sinclair and Marshall on 45 each. Membry's missed, thank God. Oh, it's 2 points the margin in the other game. Not going to turn over yet, but... It's 8 minutes 25 remaining, 2 points the margin. I'm going for the Pies. Hearn's just... Oh! Great contest between two Saints. Just feel like the Saints just have numbers. Just look a little bit more in control. It's a bit like the Hawthorn game. Just the other team just slightly better a little bit. Hearn. Man, he's still such a good player. Good mark. Finds Edwards. I wonder if Edwards is going to get a number upgrade. He's had 42 for a couple of years now and played a fair few games. That's not play on, is it? Five minutes to go in this half. Foley sends it to... Is that Cully? Yes. Good mark, Cully. Be nice if he notched 20 touches today. That'd be good. Good effort. Hoff's turnover is poor. Just turnovers have let us down today, I think. Steele sends it to the goal square, or just shy of it. Eagles fly, but no one brings it down. Brass out to Duggan. Witherden's got to be a good kick. It isn't. It goes over the head of Hearn. Out of bounds. Yeah, poor turnover, Hoff, I agree. I have not seen that film, Huntsman. I've only used the pharmaceutical. Oh, Edwards with the clearance. If he gets holding the ball there, drag him. Drag him for that. That's pathetic. 2 metre key defender tries to run out of a contest and think no one's going to tackle him. Poor effort. 6:38 remaining in the other game as the Saints line up in this one. As Long will try and make it 8 points. Nailed it. That is your goal, Harry Edwards. Drag him. I'm very forgiving. Up 10 points of margin, sorry, not 8. It has Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. Yeah, vaguely aware of it. Oh, my fantasy points have been butchered in the Collingwood game. I had Crisp and Dacos and neither have hit 70. Martin's gone alright on 80 though. He had the least at quarter time. By a long way. Yeah, I agree, Darth Jar Jar. I'm probably keen to have a look at moving Edwards. Not off the list, but out of the team. Suppose we should be giving him games while the season's shot, but I don't see it with him. I don't see it. The Saints going inside 50 again. They got a chance here for a late score. This would be really deflating. Oh, that's well done, Darling. He's done a few of those lately. Run down tackles, holding the ball. We'd love a score here. Make a big difference between a West Coast score and a St Kilda score. Duggan. Jones uses his pace, sends the ball inside 50. Oh! Cripps got taken out, but again, the Saints just have numbers. And they're going to run it easily out of their back half. Mind you, a bit of a poor handball there's giving us a bit of time. Ball! Well done, Duggan. So a minute 52 remaining. Nick and Yo back next week, you reckon, Cade? That would be handy. Cully inside 50. He's had at least 10 for the quarter. Baz! Now, he's not the best set shot. But this would be big. Yeah, I think Cully is a left footer, Darth. 1 point the margin in the other game too, so I'm kind of torn. I really need to see this kick. 3 minutes 30 remaining. Williams. Alright, I'll commit to the last minute here and then I'll switch over because there's going to be about 2 minutes left over. If you could like the stream while you're here, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Never in doubt, Jesse. Exactly right. So, Cully's stats. It's been a good half from him. Minute 5 remaining. 2:50 in the other game. Bailey Williams has had the second most fantasy points on the field with 64. Highest is 65 the crouch. Bailey Williams, 64. Wow. I'll have to retap that. Rebounce that. Cully's had 49. He's had 10 touches, 5 tackles. Big tick so far. Big tick energy. Just don't concede. We don't need to be in front, but just don't concede a goal. Butler gets hands free. He's had a great half, Crouch. He's kicked it. He's not unprettis-like, but he's a much better kick, Darth, and definitely a bit more speed. But obviously Prettis was an elite inside mid. It's a frustrating goal to concede that. A minute 38 in the other game. I'm torn because this was meant to finish with 2 minutes to go in the other game, but there's been goals, so there's just a lot of waiting around. I might get it up on my phone. 40 seconds in this one. Oh, Windhager easily strolls out with no opponent from the centre. Sends it inside 50. Well done, Bazzo. That was a great spoil. Oh dear. Brad Hill's going to have a shot. Oh, it's a bit cute. That's a Saints free? Yep. Oh no, Essendon are probably going to win here. They got a shot on goal here. I'm going to mute this. I don't want to really care about Dan Butler having a shot on goal. A minute to go. 1 point the margin. If he kicks it, they win. Oh, he's dead in front. He'll kick this. If he misses, Colin would have a chance. He has kicked it. No, he's hit the post! Oh, this is still game on. Oh, wow, they've got numbers. Who's this Dacos? Oh, I don't know if that was the right choice. Goes to side, but oh my God, Jamie Elliott. Oh my God, St Kilda got the goal. Who cares? That's disappointing though to be 16 down. But anyway. Holy shit. Harry Jones has missed the crucial shot. He'll kick it on the siren here. Come on, Elliot, kick it. Sirens go. He'll miss. He's kicked it! Oh, wow. That is clutch. It looked like he missed it. And it came back at the end. Collingwood after the siren, you're into the top 4. I'm glad I turned that over. Harry Jones at the other end misses a regulation 30 metre in front, hits the post. Oh my God. That was a tough set shot as well. Very difficult. You feel like Essendon should have probably defended that kick out a lot better as well, but wow, that is stunning. They're in the 4. Good on them. Heart breaks a little bit for Essendon. They've been bloody good lately. Oh my god. Unreal. That's probably the finish of the season almost. Somebody mentioned the showdown earlier in this chat. Was that was this year, wasn't it? Jordan Dawson. That might have it actually, but both of them were unreal. It's funny, the AFL app says full-time Essendon by a point. Oh, it's just refreshed there. That's crazy. Crisp ended up on 80, day cost 79. I suppose that's not the worst, but Martin, what did he get? 82. So I've got Marshall and Sinclair playing in a half to go, and then I'm 21.65. I'm going to pee. I pee a lot. I'm also going to grab a beer. Why not? Oh, Jen Will's here. How you going, mate? Lads. Oh boy, man, that was unreal. I was just thinking there as I was tinkling that Essendon losing that game reminds me of when AFL Evo 2 is like fucked, and you have a shot on goal with like 10 seconds or 30 seconds to go, and it just swings hard late and hits the post, and then they go end to end without the ball touching the ground in about 15 seconds. I don't even know how Elliott took that mark. He just like slipped through 2 players and he kicks the goal from hard up on the boundary. That is AFL evolution shit. So I'll just plug my charger in, so I don't have to worry about that. Gee, Collingwood definitely a flag contender, I think, just by virtue of the fact that they could be in the top 4. Well, I mean, end the season in the top 4, and their best footy is as good as anyone. They could win the flag. Collingwood gave us a chance into the finals. Yeah, right. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, Evo momentum is the worst. How am I going on tipping? He didn't play on Footy IQ, yes. A reference to last night, I think. So I tipped North to beat the Hawks this week. That was brave. I also tipped Melbourne. So I've got 2 wrong. I tipped Collingwood correctly. And I have tipped St Kilda. So far, solid. Who's winning the tipping for this round for us? It is Jay Watson, 23 currently. Although ESPN fan also got perfect score, so... Cardi had 15 people around him watching the game. That's so funny. How are you finding Perth, Cardi? What do you think of Optus Stadium? There could have been 2 after the siren goals this week. True. Yeah, definitely Sunday, man. They're bloody good. It was clear from round 1 with their win over the Saints. Clearly a good team. Cumberland needs to take lessons from Elliot on not playing on. Yeah, poor guy. Top 3 stadiums for sure. So you think the G's better? What else is there? Have you been to Adelaide Oval, haven't you? So is it 3rd out of those 3? Elliot gonna rack some lines with Metros, lol. G'day, Matt. I'm good, mate. Just enjoying a succulent beer. Feeling a little tired. Been a productive day, sort of. Went to the gym. Did some YouTube stuff. Got some videos coming out this week. Just more podcast clips. For those who watch the videos, what do you think of the format? I kind of do it because I can't do as much, so then I'll make more videos out of podcasts. Or do you prefer having the whole podcast? You can listen to the whole podcast on the audio apps, but trying to be smart about it with less time. Optus is a great stadium, but conditions for the United Villa friendly was dreadful. Was that last night? Yeah, it was awful. Awful day yesterday. G'day, Rogue Right. What a win, eh? Up there with the best finishes all year. I've never been to Sydney, Chris, so I can't help you there. Yeah, I bet you were. Slenderman. Slenderman. Oh. Trying to mind my diet a little bit before Europe. I say that as I suck down a Asahi, but they're showing some pizza on the screen, and that combined with the beer makes me really want to demolish a pizza. Should be both, Darth. Should be all of it. Yeah, Saints are going alright, Matt. I feel like the Eagles are not a pushover team. So I think we've been okay, putting up a good challenge, but the Saints have been better, definitely. We just need the Saints to drop off somehow. It's the same thing with Hawthorn last week. David is clearly better. We needed them to drop off, and they didn't do it for long enough. Oh, interesting, Rogue, right? No, that's good feedback. Like, that's cool. Some people like that. Almost had a heart attack. Why aren't I at the game? My dad was sick, and I would just be going alone because I have no friends. So I thought I can't be bothered like getting home like 7 o'clock. Got work at 5. I don't know. I haven't been enjoying the Optus experience. Nothing against the stadium, but just so many Sunday night games. I'm sick of it. I would have gone if Dad was going, but I didn't want to do it alone. So I thought streams are probably more enjoyable, and then I'm already home, you know. Reed reckons a draw. I'd take that, to be honest. I'd love a draw. It's more about how we play, but I also want to... I'm concerned... I don't want to win the spoon. Definitely don't want to win the spoon. That was the loudest roar at the MCG since Richmond. I'll bet it was. Yeah, I wonder how many people were there. They are a contender, I think, Slenderman, yeah. I'm a little worried they'll run out of steam because they've been playing so well for so long now. It's been a massive hot streak. 3 tough games in a row. I feel like they might just drop one. Just on the law of statistics. Which is not a law as such. G'day, Martin. Good to see ya. I am liking him as a backup ruck. I'm liking him in the forward half in general. So, I mean, when we get our players back, obviously, I'd rather not see him as the second ruck. I don't know how he's going how well he's going hit out wise. I think Bailey Williams is actually having an alright game. But to answer your question, I'd like just play him wing or half forward. Like, don't play him in the back line anymore. I think he's been really, really impactful. He's had 2 goals from 6 possessions. He's had just the 3 hit-outs, whereas Marshall's had 23 and Williams 9. So Marshall dominated in the second half of that quarter. Who's had the worst games for us? Kelly has had 2 touches. What the hell? Kelly has had 2 touches. Shuey's had 3 touches. Oh, that being said, I think these guys are not playing in the midfield. I would chuck them in the guards, to be honest. That's weird. If anyone has any insight as to where Kelly and Shuey have been playing, I presume Shuey's been playing forward? I don't know. Over 70,000 people. Yeah, that makes sense. 5 games with close finishes. Freo, Tigers, the Q Clash, Port Cats, Pies, Dons, Dogs, D's. Yeah. Hopefully one more here, but I feel like we'll drop off. I think I said 32 and it's 16 and a half time. When was the last time Collingwood won a game after the siren? Oh, there you go. Good memory, Rogue, right? Kelly's being tagged. Interesting. I feel like I haven't actually just seen him like at the centre much, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, midfielder's getting clapped actually. Clearance is 22 to 15, yeah. What can save North and West Coast? For us, there's going to be time and talent. So just get the kids on the list, invest in them. It'll pay off. We'll be right. We're a strong side, a strong club, brother. At the risk of sounding arrogant, I just think it's going to be tougher for North, I think. But it all comes down to how you draft, really. And we're only just at the start of that process. So it's going to be a long one. Shuey at high half forward. Yeah, so we tend to have players who play high half forward and not touch the ball for long periods. Kelly been around the guts, mostly on the wing. Interesting. Yeah, that's alright. I'm not too concerned as long as it's a change of role. How's O'Neill going? I don't think he's done much. He's had 4 touches, yeah. Not great. Foley just the 4. So a lot of players just not impacting a lot. Even though in passages we've been good. Kennedy with 2. Jermaine Jones at 8. Gaff only 8. Wow, this is interesting stats. Cully 11. Interesting. If Tim Kelly steps up this second half, we might have a chance. Yeah, hard to argue with that. Reckon your boys have a chance today? I'm not confident, no. I think we'll lose by about 5 goals. But we have a chance. Don't know how we won that, but Essendon can't say it wasn't somewhat deserved after not having a single possession in their 50 in the first quarter. Is that right? Far out. Bring back the 5-minute warning. I liked that too. That was a Channel 9 thing, I think. Yeah, that was nuts. The grand finals like that, 06 and 05, both had count up clocks in the last 5. That was cool. What you cooking there, buddy? Chicken. Cooking chicken. If you could like the stream while you're here, guys, that'd be much appreciated. It's been good so far. Thank you for being here. So we got 2 videos coming out the next 2 days. So tomorrow is going to be a podcast clip about us talking about the draft and trade. And then a little fun one comparing Dacos and Walsh and Kennedy and Pavlich. Excuse me. Here we go. You got the replay here of that last passage. So that Josh Dacos has it on the wing. So I don't know how he marked this. Elliott marking that was incredible. Possibly the finish of the season up there with Jordan Dawson. I don't understand how Kenny and Hearn always wants to step up. It's a great question. 35-year-olds. Kate, I did think we were going to win the spoon, and then North got rampaged by Hawthorn this week. So now I'm thinking, maybe not. Maybe not. They've got Essendon next week, which will be tough. Essendon are better. And we've probably got one more chance of winning, I reckon, after today. Imagine the 2018 granny with a count-up clock. True, jeez. Mind you, I was there, so I didn't actually know exactly how long was left. So I got a live ladder up there. Geelong, Melbourne and Brisbane. So a familiar top 3 from last year. Then it gets interesting. Collingwood, Fremantle, Sydney, Carlton and the Bulldogs. Fremantle fans would have hated that result. They're back down to 5th. Nine wins in a row for the Pies. That is top-notch stuff. It'll be interesting to see how deep teams who won 9 games in a row went in those respective seasons. It'll be interesting stats. Second half about to get underway, thank God. I hate halftime. Let's make sure everything's alright here. Yeah. Yeah, commentators highlighting how many Eagles players have barely touched the ball. Kelly's lining up on Windhager, I think. Jack Higgins chirping to Withered, and you just know that that has nothing to do with football. He's just talking shit. Can the Suns and Power make the 8? I think is out of their reach now. I think it's Bulldogs and Richmond and St Kilda. So a clearance here to the Saints. Well done, Ryan. Oh. Kelly gets his 3rd possession. Nice. Over to Shuey, who gets his 4th. Jones will go up for his 9th. Oh. Darling infringes. Darling's had only 2 touches. Yeah, one of them a shank from 15 metres. Barris sends it inside 50, but it's turned over. Yeah, the Saints on the outside have been too good. And on the inside. Oh, Shuey, usually composed. That wasn't great. Oh. Oof. Good bump by Shuey. Oh dear. Oh, gee, Waterman's pretty good in the air lately, eh? Yay, Ryan free kick. So Shuey's held his ground and bumped. And I can't say Webster's gone into him and popped his shoulder out. So we'll have to see the contact here, but I wonder if Shuey be in danger. Waterman lines up. Oh, he's hit the post. It's hard to be critical of accuracy with 7 goals too, but both of those misses were from 15 out. Far out. On the ball. The ball had been passed between 2 players since the call. I mean, since it happened. Very late call on the ball, but we won it back. He finds Cripps. I like Cripps. Cripps is a real barometer player for us. If he's playing well, we are playing well. He's had a quiet afternoon. Jeez, Foley went up strongly for that. Didn't pull it down, but good effort. He's crunched though. He's the last player up. In fact, he's rolling over on the ground. And as a result, St Kilda have 6 defenders running out onto 4 Eagles. Wrapped up on the wing. Foley injured. Is he injured or is he just hurt? Edwards crunched too. Well done, Cripps. Hey, harsh holding the ball that on Hunter Clark. Like, he did drop the ball, but he had no prior opportunity there. I'll take it, but a little harsh. I don't have Fall Guys. 15 points of margin. Inside 50 for us, but the Saints typically get the ball. Oh, that could be a free kick. Yes, I get Dermot's explanation there. It's travel between players, but I've seen harsher ones than that called. Oh, Kennedy flies. I've had a few almost marks today. The Saints get out of trouble. Oh, Barras gathers. Well done. Finds Cully. No, Bazzo even. Well done. He's got some good agility for a tall man. Barras goes inboard. Finds Cully this time. Cully needs a new number. He's too good for 49. Oh, he's turned it over there. Put the mockers on it. Can West Coast win? I think we can win, but it would rely on St Kilda falling in a hole here. I think they've clearly been the better team. But we're good enough to catch them napping. But with their season on the line, it's hard to imagine them dropping off again. I just hope we grind out it and make it real tough for them. So far, so good. Can't be too critical. Should North get a priority pick? Oh, well, we've actually done 2 videos on this recently, so I'll plug the video instead of answering. But I think, yes. Now, I don't like priority picks in general, but if we're going to accept that they're a part of the game, then they probably should get like an ender first. But no more than that. They're a product of probably some poor list management decisions over a number of years, in my opinion. They probably do have a bit of a disadvantage attracting players too. They went hard and they couldn't get anyone. Except Polek. Like, failed to get Gaff, Dusty, Degoe. How's that a Saints free kick? I was wrong on North, West Coast to far off North. Sorry, what are you... I'm not sure what you're referring to. Can the Crows make the top 8 next year? Yeah, I think they can. I wouldn't predict it, but I've liked what they've had to... I've liked what they've done this year. They look very promising for like a young team. Just a missed handball there, and the Saints again just mop up. Mopping up very easily. I believe North should get one, but like a late teens pick or early 20s. Yeah, I think that's fair, Cade. I think a starter first round would be... Obviously, I've got a vested interest being an Eagles fan, but I just think, come on. When you said North were better than West Coast, were a lot better than... Wait, when you said North were better than West Coast, are a lot better than us... Sorry, I'm not following. What I think what you're saying is that I said North were a lot better. I think the last fortnight from North made me think, geez, they could avoid the spoon here, because that fortnight has probably been better than what we've produced. We've probably been solid for the last like 6 weeks, but it hasn't resulted in wins, whereas North could easily grab a win. That was my opinion. Then they were disappointing against Hawthorn. They've probably got one more shot next week against Essendon. I might just remove this spam person. I'd use it on this channel. Sweet. Can Port win the flag next year? Oof. They're list profilers of a team that could contend, and they've got some good young talent and some good veterans. I don't think they're a flag shot, but they're not. It's not without possibility. I think the D's will be my pick, but I wouldn't say they're the favourite. I think Geelong are rightfully favourites right now, but I think come September the D's will rise. That's alright, he. I figured. I just genuinely didn't quite catch what you were saying, but I'm with you now. But yeah, I got it wrong. I thought North were going to be a lot better this weekend. So no goals to start so far, about 7.5 into the third quarter. Grass says how good Freo fifth now. Yeah, there's a part of me that's a little satisfied with that, but I don't really care that much. Eagles late finals run. Very late. Starts next week. Nah, just looking forward to the draft. Looking forward to seeing the kids play. I'm honestly not enjoying this season as an Eagles fan any less than last year. Like, last year was porridge. It was horrible. I enjoy Eagles games more this year than last year, actually. Second half of last year. Since that Richmond game, that was the last time it was, like, really fun. But beating Collingwood this year, that was certainly the best win since that Richmond game. It may be the only win since that Richmond game. I think there was an Adelaide win in between. Yes, Eagles free kick. So it's a stagnant game at the moment. What type of player will West Coast target in the draft? I'd like to think it's going to be a midfielder, and that kind of aligns with where the talent is at the moment. It's unclear who the best available player will be, to be honest. I think we go best available. The only one that would be tough to justify is Buslinger as a key back, but he may be the best talent available, depending. So I think we'd more desperately need a midfielder, though. Gee, Waterman's... He's competing hard today. Hasn't had a lot of opportunities. Dragged one down. Won a free kick and hit the post. That was average. But he's been around the mark. It's been alright. Do you think our boys can get back to their 2018 form? No, I don't think so. I think the boat sailed. I think we can improve and not be a shithouse team next year, but I think the focus has got to be on developing the next generation. But simultaneously, I think we should keep Shuey, Redden and Hearn. I think we can make 4 or 5 list spots elsewhere, take 4 or 5 picks, and just invest in those young players. It'd be nice to have a young ruck. I mean, a young ruck that you're sure is going to make it. Saints free. North will get that key back, I reckon, with their first pick. I don't know. Pick 1 is just very early for Buslinger, I think. I know I just said we might take him with pick 2, but... I don't know. It's possible. But I think they would bid on Ashcroft. This year would have been a great time to use Hutch, Vardy and Archie. I don't agree with that. I'm kind of glad we don't have those players clogging up the list. I'd rather see Bazzo, Hoff, Cully. I mean, probably would have used Vardy a fair bit this year. But gee, Jamison's, like, can't fault him. Like, he's come in, had a crack, clearly underdeveloped. Goes back to the waffle and produces his best form in the waffle ever. Now he's had like 10 runs at AFL or however many games he's played. So he's had a good development year. So just build him up physically and hopefully we have a half-decent ruck prospect there. Oh, well done, Ryan. Oh, Kennedy probably needed a handball there. Wrapped up. Sinclair almost out of trouble. Jones. Oh, that's so good. That is good. Jones has just hit Darling on the tit in the goal square. We get a reward for maybe not dominance, but probably just had a little bit of the upper hand in that last 5 minutes. Is he not good enough for the label of pick 1? Not at this stage. He's not really considered a pick 1 contender. Probably got Ashcroft, Wardlaw, even Philippou. There, but like, there's a bit of water to go under the bridge. It's not clear, at least to the uneducated non-draft watcher. Our pressure is so good this quarter, says Justin. Good observation, yeah. Should we move JJ to the wing? I think he's really good behind the ball. I wouldn't change it. I think he's found his role. In the back half, that's where he gets a lot of that drive. I don't know if I think like he'd get lost on the wing. He's been really good. Sorry, I said we weren't having dominance, and I just saw we've had 12 inside 50s to 1 this quarter. They haven't been amazing inside 50s, but that probably counts as dominance. Well done, Shuey. Affected the kick. In fact, he stripped him over the wall. Another inside 50. Oh, Clark. Was that a handball? Questionable. It's a hot footy at the moment. Cully with another tackle. Well done. It's a hot footy. It's a good contest. The Saints have done pretty well to get out of trouble here. Windhager's a flower bag. He's found Bazzo, and the Eagles can actually reload here. Maybe. Oh, just lost momentum there. Not a great handball. Well done, Barras. He's a warrior. He's an absolute leader. Cully, oh, shrugs one off. He does well. Rotherham. Inside 50, it's another flower bag. Oh, we need to win this. There's 4 on 2 here, and we still don't get the footy. That's annoying. Come on. We got Doug. Good handball. Good quick handball. Hoff, inside 50. There's a free play. There's a 2-on-1. Darling's got to take this, and he does. Well played, Eagles. This is it. This is match-winning form if we can sustain it. Easily the best patch of form we've had all game. Kind of hope North trade for a couple of first rounders. We already got mids and need a key back, and Ashcroft isn't coming to us. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of us trading down too, but we'll see. Darling, he's kicked it, 3 points. Well done. So, yeah, since, like, that's what's that, 14, 15 inside 50s there? To 1? For this perspective as well, we were 17 inside 50s to 32, so 15 less inside 50s. So we might actually have eclipsed or like caught up on the inside 50 count already. That's incredible, actually. Oh, mind you, it's later in the quarter than I thought. We've only had one less inside 50 though. No, the North questions aren't annoying. You're all good, mate. All questions are welcome. Sometimes I'll miss them. And it's been exciting. That's why I've missed them a little bit. Do I think the Hawks make the 8 next year? I think they're capable. That's as far as I'd go, though. Oh, Saints free and clearance. There's not too many teams I'd rule out of the 8 next year. North and West Coast, you'd probably close to ruling out, but I feel like we're a little bit more likely than North because I think we have a lot of good players on the list that have just been injured. It's harder for me to imagine North making that gap, but we're probably the second least likely. Three points to the margin. This is a good game of footy. We've had 13 more kicks and they've had 63 more handballs. So they're getting a lot of possession. A fair bit of it is back, not maybe back half, but just like sort of get out of trouble. They've been handball happy. Oh, thank you, Hee. That's very kind of you. Appreciate it. Always enjoy having you and all the others on these streams. Speaking of, if we could like the stream, that would help immensely. 3 points of margin, 6 to go in the half. In the quarter, sorry. High kick. Bring it to ground. Oh, Darling's clever spoil, but again, Saints players there. Jones mops up. And they're going to affect a switch here. Are the Crows going to go all the way? They are not. Not this year. Good few years away, I'd say. Nine goals 2 to 9 goals 5, so both sides fairly accurate. Do you think that Freo and West Coast will ever verse in the granny? Surely it will happen eventually, assuming the AFL goes forever. It is funny to think that both times Freo have lost a prelim, if they'd won, they would have played us. But we've kind of been on opposite cycles since about 15. Oh, Max King, uncontested mark. Oh, he's shanked it, but it might go to a player. Harry Edwards makes the contest. Oh dear, here we go. He's kicked it. Fuck. That's annoying. That is annoying. 5 minutes to go. No, the Saints lead by 9 points. It does hurt we've had the dominance. And that's the thing, I think, like, when you dominate for so long and don't quite put it on the scoreboard, you're vulnerable. So I could see us crashing a little bit in this last quarter. But still up for grabs, definitely. Huntsman's pelvis hurts. Interesting. We're on 46 last, guys. If we can get that to 50, that'll be hot. Oh, good tackle, Shuey. Wraps up Marshall. Shuey with a clearance. So that's 60 out for us. We would be tough to beat there, Darth. Probably be one of the greatest teams of all time if we had that. Sinclair takes a mark. Kind of counts as an inside 50, but it's a shallow one. Don't pay 50. Have some common sense. What's your opinion on Simpson as a North fan? I think of him highly, but a lot of Eagles fans don't seem to like him. I love Simo. We do tend to turn on our coach when things aren't going well, though. As an Eagles fan. As Eagles fans, generally. No, I'm a fan. Big fan. It's tight. St Kilda again, mopping up on the halfback flank. I feel like that's been the story of this today. Bazzo with a good spoil. We just got to sort of keep the pressure on until they make a mistake. They're getting so much of the footy. Sinclair now. Up and under kick. Barras. A little bit early on it. Oh, he's drawn a free kick somehow. Beautiful. Who's the best West Coast players with less than 50 games experience? Probably Oscar or Allen, I would say. I don't think he's played 50. Oh, Duggan. Duggan is error prone. I like him, but he's error prone as fuck. Especially this year. Oh, Edwards! Edwards. Oh, he's got a free kick. Maybe I'm being harsh. It didn't look good. But maybe he's infringed. It's one of those ones where, like, it would have been great if he'd marked it. It would have been a great mark, but it was a bad one to miss and then fall over, uncontested. No, yeah, maybe a bit of interference. I'm being harsh. Fair enough. Well done, Evans. Has Barras sent that out on the full? No. So 2.5 remaining in the quarter. It has been 1 goal straight, St Kilda. We've kicked 2 goals, 1. So low scoring when we've had the dominance, that makes me worried. So again, just a lot of handballs St Kilda are generating. So ball up on the wing, 2.5 to go in the third term. It's a tight game. Hopefully it stays that way. Gaff to Darling. Slips through. Sinclair versus Ryan. Sinclair wins. Did very well there, Sinclair. And the Saints again from half back. This whole quarter's been played on their half back line. Oh, it hasn't paid the mark there. A little unlucky. Duggan kicks into the man in front of him. This is one of... Duggan's had a bad year, and this is one of the worst games he's ever played. And I feel bad for him, because some of it's bad luck, but he has just made so many mistakes. You could drop him. If we weren't just so ratchet in general, you would probably drop Duggan. Cripps. Up and under kick, not really to anyone's advantage. Gaff gives away a free kick he didn't need to. Now, I can think of about 4 or 5 howlers from Duggan today. A couple of Eagles fly there. Harry Edwards sends it inside 50. Up and under. Again, just 4 Saints there to mop it up. Woody, no, I didn't watch the Pies game, but we turned it over for the last minute. So basically when Harry Edwards was lining up, that's when I turned it on. It was an amazing win. You would have loved it, Kev. Oh, it would hurt if we conceded a goal here. Frustrating quarter. We were so good and only erased the margin by 7 points for now. 30 seconds to go, ball up on the wing. If Yo and Willie were playing, Duggo wouldn't. We tend not to drop players easily. I feel like Duggan would be playing. But it would be nice to have Yo, McGovern, Rioli and Nat Nui. "17 seconds to go. Either side could theoretically score, but probably going to be the three-quarter time score. 9 goals 2. Oh! What is Pav's problem with Shuey? Pav is such a dickhead about Shuey in particular. Well done by Shuey to earn the free kick there. I didn't see it, but I'm assuming Pav's being a dickhead like he normally is. Three-quarter time. Frustrating quarter. And I say that sounds harsh because we played well. But, yeah. Duggan was amazing in 2020, Cade. He was. There's more in that than I realised. Yeah. He was very good. I'll be back. I'm going to tinkle. One more beer. One more beer. One more beer. The pee was fine. I do pee a lot. I don't know if I have undiagnosed diabetes or just a really weak bladder, but I pee a lot. Even people at work have picked that up about me. But I'm also having a few beers and I've got a bottle of water here, so I'm extremely hydrated. I drink more water than anyone I know. If you're just tuning in, I promise the rest of the stream has been about football. Do you like Ben Keys? I don't find him that likable. Good player though. He does kind of have the face you would like to, not punch, but I have broken the seal. My seal is always broken, to be honest. G'day, Fortnite God. Thank you. Appreciate you being here. Alcoholism. No, it's not a joke. It's a serious issue. But this is my third beer, so chill. Yeah, my bladder's cooked, eh? G'day, Riley. Welcome, mate. If anyone who hasn't liked the stream could please do that, that would be amazing. I know it sounds really lame to ask for it, but it does help the algorithm. Big dogs win, Terry. Very big dogs win, and that goal at the end was sensational. Ugelhagen, the sealer. They probably would have won either way, but big win. In the context of their season, it was a must-win. Josh reckons the Saints will choke and disappoint me as usual. Nah, I don't think so. No, Tim Kelly's not injured, I don't think. Who's my favourite player at the Crows? I need to have a think about that. I like the Crows in general. I don't know if I know Taylor Walker, like, it's hard to like him. I don't like him, but I do love watching him play. Like, he is a gun. He is a gun. He's sensational to watch. I'm going to get up the Crows team list and see if anyone jumps out at me as being my favourite Crows player. I don't really have any pull to any of their players. I like a few of them. Dode, Jordan Dawson. Got Saligo on my fantasy team. Brodie Smith. Other than that, don't really have a favourite. But I do like them generally as an entity. Oh, thank you, Kev. Appreciate that. Rory Laird is a gun. He is sensational. I just made him my captain. Darcy Fogarty or Jordan Dawson? I'd go Jordan Dawson if that's the question. Or you're saying they're your favourites? Yeah. I hope you're right, random people. I hope we make the 8 next year. Mind you, we could use a couple of good draft picks first before we make our charge up ladder. Alright, last quarter. Come on, boys. Push it right to the end even if you don't win. Baz in the ruck, yes. Wins are free. Marshall, strangely, thought that would be alright to block him. Inside 50. Darling, slapped out of his hands. And again, the Saints rebound. It's probably been the weakness of today's game is just clamping down on the Saints gathering and getting it out of the back 50. Who's your favourite upcoming talent for the Eagles? I like Hoff and Bazzo. I think Oscar Allen's probably a bit old to be considered in that group now. Obviously, I have high hopes for Chesser, but you know, one of my favourites is actually Luke Edwards. I really like him. Such a blow that he couldn't play this year. I sure do, Fortnite. Big Eagles fan. Oh, good mark. Membry. I'll go Brayshaw for Brownlow. Aim bots. So it's in the goal square for the Saints. And, oh, great defensive effort there. Was that Hoff? Out of bounds. Was that Hoff with the smother there? Good on him. Yep. I don't have a big footy secret. Interesting question. Who's my least favourite Eagle? You know what? I never really liked Tom Barrass that much, but I've changed on him this year. I think I saw him in this podcast with Will Schofield, and I was like, yeah, actually, I can get around this bloke. Interesting guy. And he's been sensational this year. So I've completely done a backflip on him. I think he's great. That doesn't answer your question, though. I probably don't have it in my heart to dislike them, but I went off Rotherham for a while, but I'm optimistic again. Trying to find out on the list. I don't really have anyone that comes to mind as a dislike Eagles player. Alright, so 10 points the margin now. I just started my third beer, for those asking. Brayshaw has had an insane season. Feels like he's come out of nowhere. Yeah, kind of. Like, he was back half of last year, I'd say. I'd give him that credit. Witherden's kicks just short of Redden. It looked good on the wide shot, but... Actually, you know who probably the least favourite Eagles player is? Probably Zach Langdon, but it's nothing to do with him as a bloke. It's just wish we hadn't recruited him. Julf is pointing out the ball movement slow. Yeah, it's just both sides are going a bit conservative. They don't want to concede. Yeah, that will change if either side gets a couple of goals. Yeah, Darth, he just wasn't quite up to the grade, unfortunately. Hamish. Likeable player, but just a good waffle player, I think. Just didn't do enough. Late draft pick, so you get less time to prove yourself for a start. He's also an overager when he's drafted, so... Hearn free kick, all mark. I don't know what happened there. You really think we need yeah, we desperately need the next one. If the Saints get the next one, I don't think we have it in us to make up the 3 goals. Very shallow inside 50. That might count on the stats, but... It was about 49 metres from goal. You don't like Laird? What's wrong with Laird? So it's a stagnant footy at the moment. It's in the middle of the ground. Windhager. He's played well. Good player. Oh, grab Brass. How many goals has King kicked? Not many. He has played well on him. King, in fact, only has 1 goal. Although, set up another one. Oh, you'd take that at the start of the game, wouldn't you? As an Eagles fan, I mean. Oh, we forced a bit of a poor result here for the... We got the ball out back, actually. Oh, no. Hoff fumbled it. That's just a lack of composure there. Oh, missed free kick. That should have been a free kick to St Kilda. So Hoff threw the ball there and they missed it. So, boundary throw in deep in our 50. Barris is your favourite Eagle or Tim Kelly. Yeah, nice. Shuey's always going to be my favourite until he retires. Then it might be Oscar Allen, I think. Or Willie Rioli. Willie Rioli. I do love Liam Ryan too. As he comes up on my screen. Oh! Payne holding the ball. I think that's stuff. A stiff. I think that's stuff, man. Thoughts on Shorty Supercoach? I don't know who that is. Is that a channel or something? Forgive my ignorance. Barris for BNF is a great call, Cade, I think, yeah. Do you ever just randomly think about Sheed for the boundary? Yes. Needs to be inch perfect, he is. Who would have thought the sequel would be just as good as the original? Come on, Eagles. Oh, a 2 metre kick from Hearn. Then Bazzo's run out of the bounds. Yeah, it's the throw-in. How old is the West Coast Eagles? 35 years old. Kev swore heaps today. It would have been a frustrating game, Kev. I reckon it wouldn't have been an enjoyable game up until the end. It was like the grand final for me. Not enjoyable until we hit the front. You just relax a lot more when you're in front, don't you? Kelly's taking a great chest mark there. $13 minutes left in the game, Liam. 13:30. Oh, Jones. Tight kick. Is that Bazzo? Oh, he's played on around the man on the mark who might be hurt. Turnover out of bounds. The club is as old as JK and Bunga. That's true. Both were born in 87. $10 points, 13 exactly left. And no, it's strawberry kiwi today, guys. Best one. I don't recommend it though. Williams grabs it out of the ruck. Yeah, Crouch wins a free kick, rightfully so. Tackle without it. 13 minutes, big 10 minute, big 13 minutes. Sports night in the sense of in the terms of St Kilda's season. For us, it's just 13 minutes of a big game, but the Saints have more to play for here. I don't have a favourite Sandful team, but one of them's called the Eagles, aren't they? Marshall sends the Saints into a shallow inside 50. Windhager, been prominent. Barras, equally prominent. Rotherham wrapped up. We've done well to fight this out. I just don't want to drop off. I can handle not winning, but I'd be sad if this blows out to 5 goals. Up and under kick, still inside 50 for the Saints. Shuey slaps it on the boot. Got to make a contest here, but it's all Saints. Or intercept, yes. There's a chance here, although the kick is bad, and then Kelly slips over the handball. Again, Duggan probably would love to have that again. Bazzo, well done. Hoff needs to be composed. Saints everywhere. Oh, Sinclair slips over. $20K before finals? Nah, I don't think so, mate. I'm going to Europe next Monday. So the odds of that are very, very slim. Oh, no. Barras fell over at the crucial moment. Max King keeps his feet and kicks the goal, and that's probably the sealer. Rats. Eagles have no momentum and we aren't stopping the Saints' momentum. Yeah, pretty much. I don't have faith in us that we can kick. We probably need to kick 4 or 5 to win this game. Let's call it 4. Even then, I don't think so. King into the top 5 with Coleman. 10.5 remaining, 16 points the margin. Rotherham might have won the tap there. Yeah, we've stagnated hard this quarter. With it and gathers. Finds Shuey, that's a good kick. Finally, we got some run and carry. Shuey finds Waterman. Waterman goes deep to the pocket. There's no one there. It's out of bounds. Does Nick Nat need to lose weight? I don't know. I think he gets talked about a lot, but it doesn't seem to impede him too much. Just as long as he can run out the minutes that he's prescribed. Ball up. Oh, we got another bot. Holding the ball. Damn. Saints get out of their back half pretty easy there. Oh, Duggan tripped up. Ball up on our back flank. Yeah, the game's slowed down so much, it's hard to imagine 3 goals, but we'll see. Free kick. Alright, there's not much margin for error here. We got to pretty much score every time we go inside 50. Well, not quite, but... Cully gets 2 touches in a row. Oh, that's a great kick. It doesn't quite find the man, but... It was on target. It just got spoiled. Duggan inside 50. Oh, Waterman falls over. No resistance there. Uncontested mark. It's frustrating. It's not quite good enough. It's better than it was though. You must be hallucinating. He played in the waffle, Darth Jar Jar. I can feel like this game's going one way. Saints go inside 50 again. Oh, Darling. Playing full back, is he? Not the player I expected to be on the end of that. And we're switching again. Rotherham. Finds Hoff. About 100 metres from goal. Too far out to score, you'd think. Yeah, it's just nothing up the field, just hesitating. Goes to the flank. Oh, Ryan probably could have brought that down. Probably getting paid holding the ball. That's stiff. Harsh 50 that. Sorry, harsh holding the ball, but they've paid a few. Last game I went to in person. Let me look up for sure, but I have a horrible feeling it was when we lost by 101 to the Dogs. No, I saw us lose to Geelong. That was the last game I watched. Gaff inside 50 again. Nothing really threatening there. Scoots will be loving this. Six minutes to go. Be nice to give him a scare with a couple of late ones. Sinclair has just been on my screen all day, but his fantasy score is not that good. Oh, well done. Good smother. Gives us a chance here. Foley, no margin for error here, and he has fallen short. 109 points. Awesome D15. I'm a member Aimbots. I just work a lot, so I haven't been to many Eagles games this year. That is a huge call, Darth Jar Jar. I do know who Scoops is, yes. Oh, here we go. Oh, what was that? Bazzo. I feel like Bazzo let that happen. Be interesting to see the footage on that. And a typical finish to this game, unfortunately. Watch Bazzo here. I feel like this was a predictable outcome. No effort. No awareness. I don't think he's played well today, Bazzo. I've seen him do a few mistakes. But keep him in the side. He's talented. So I predicted 32. It's now at 22. And it only feels as though it's going to get worse. It was Mason Wood. $22 points. Yeah, that'll be the biggest margin of the game so far. Shuey does well. Jones gets the ball. Cripps out of bounds. That is a big call, Sports Nut. Bottom two Saints. I don't know if I see that. Especially on the back of a win today. Nah, he's been to the Saints this year. I think this is his first year at the Saints. He. I'm going to call you Michael Jackson from now on. Man, that is a long username. Alright, 4.5 to go, guys. If we could like the stream, that'd be sick. A goalless last quarter. Scoreless last quarter. Only conceded the 2 goals, which is something. Another tackle for Cully. Windhager's been very good. Oh, Redden. What the fuck? That is one for the 2022 DVD. That is just our year in a nutshell. What the hell did I just see? We've done so many things like that today. And it's probably been, maybe not the difference, but most of the difference. Just, boom. Here, have it. Nah, you have a goal. I don't want one. Can't even, all you can do is laugh. All you can do is laugh at that. And yet here I am not laughing. You're right, Darth Jar Jar. Butler's had a good game, but that one's a bit hard to pin on with it, and that's just... You can't really prepare for your players slipping over and handballing it to the opposition and kicking a goal. That's a coach killer, that. Jones, inside 50. Be nice to get a goal here. This is turning into a bit of a one-sided finish. Be nice to keep the scoreboard respectable. I'll tip 32, it's 28. You're right, Hee. The effort, I'm not angry with the effort. It's been, we just weren't quite good enough, and then we'd make terrible mistakes at crucial moments, and that was probably the difference. And the 2 behinds we kicked should have been goals, but we would have lost anyway. So it doesn't really matter. I do work full-time at Bunnings, yes. Gee, big game from Jack Steele. Three minutes to go. Oh, darling, let Sinclair have the ball, basically. Steele with 145 points and Crouch 143. It's rare to get 2 plays from the same team in the 140s. Redden's done pretty well. Bailey Williams, solid game from him. He gets a lot of stick. I haven't minded him today. Barras 95. Another 26 disposals following 30 last week. Really focusing on the positives here. Oh, yes. Cully hasn't kicked a goal yet, has he? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, it's cramped. Yeah, he's stretching it out. Good. This will be his 19th disposal. Hopefully his first game. First goal. A very handsome young fella, wouldn't you say, Dylan? He's pretty thick, though, for a 19-year-old. He's kicked a goal. Good on him. That's a nice little finish to the game here in what's otherwise been a little bit disappointing, but good on him. Get around him, boys. "19 possessions and a goal for Cully." How many tackles has he had? I reckon at least 7 or 8. 7. It's a good, solid game for the second gamer. The third gamer. How many games he played? No, just 2. Just 2. I don't know why like he didn't get picked up per se. I think he was playing as a forward last year, and then this year picked up his effort and preparation and became a midfielder, and then got drafted. Never you mind. So 22 points the margin. Consolation goal would be nice. It's been pretty reflective of the, as I talk over the washing machine, it's been reflective of the effort so far. Just not quite good enough, but we tried hard. Which is a big, big improvement from this year or for the first half of this year and the second half of last year. Shuey with another clearance. Young players like Cully, Hoff and Harry Edwards have all played very well. Yeah. At least this year we've had some young players and showed some growth. I thought Bailey Williams is also worthy of a mention. He's been alright. In fact, he's got the ball again. It'll count as a clearance. Oh, sold Shuey into trouble there. Minute 15. Shuey's strong. Bazzo. Might. Waterman controls it. Nah, not quite. Minute 4 remain. Minute 5. Tackle. Got a perfect weekend, bots. That's good. I got 7. As Redden sends the ball inside 50. I think the Saints can be relatively satisfied with this win. I think we've made it tricky for them. We're not a terrible team. We're just not quite good enough. But it's growth. It is better than it was. That's all we can ask. And the injuries are ridiculous, even still. Give us a good pre-season. I think this year we actually got something out of. I'd say last year we didn't get very much at all, if anything. Oh, fuck off. Butler kicks 5 because Barras slips over. That is the headline of today. That has happened so much. You wipe 3 goals off their score just from us making, or just slipping over. I've never seen it quite so much in a game that's dry. I don't even blame Barras because he's such a gun. Nor do I really blame Redden because he's been good. But it's just so frustrating. Butler's waltzed into his 5th goal. It makes it look like he's had an amazing game. He hasn't really, but he's a good player. It was a 5-goal win. You jinxed it. Yeah. I tipped 32. It's going to be 28. That's alright, though. Doesn't really matter. Bailey Williams with another hit out. Capping off a fairly solid game for him. Bailey Williams, 109 fantasy points. Like, give the man some credit. He's been good. And that'll be it. Frustrating game, even though on the scoreline, that's about right, I think. Just looking at the stats before we wind up. Bazzo had 15. Hoff 14. O'Neill with just the 9. How many minutes has he played? 86 minutes. Yeah, it's not great. Played in the midfield too. Foley with just another 5. Another player who might get dropped, even though I like him. It's not really enough. Kelly with 4 touches. Let that sink in, Dylan. Tim Kelly played the full game and got 4 touches. I can see you were very surprised. Yeah. Stop gaping. Unfortunate, but the Saints get a valuable win. We miss an opportunity to confirm that we won't win the wooden spoon, and unfortunately that's still up for grabs. But thank you so much, everyone, for being a part of it. 64 likes. If we can get that up to an even 69, that would be very sexy indeed. But it's been a good yarn. Probably wind it up here because I am busting. Darth Jar Jar says Wither needs to go. Tim Kelly's making me feel pain. I can't get my head around 4 touches. Bizarre. Very bizarre. Like, a tag doesn't explain that. 84% game time. Far out, says yes, Josh. Fox Footy labelled Pav as a former Freo player. Yeah, that's about right, isn't it? What do you mean they should normally have his accolades up there? So, yeah. Hope your team has a better year next year. Thanks, random people. I needed that. Yeah. Thank you, guys. I'll probably wrap it up there. But I will do one more stream before I go to Europe. Gold Coast versus West Coast next Sunday. Tune in as we get battered, as you so do every fortnight or so. So, thank you very much, guys.